Hey everyone! Subscribe to the channel and comment down below saying I subscribe to enter this month's shoutout giveaway, where we shout out one lucky person every month who subscribes and comments saying I subscribed. Now, let's get on with the video. There are so many gold digger videos on YouTube, it's honestly wild. Do you ever wonder how these YouTubers catch them? I wonder too. So today I thought I would make 7 gold diggers caught in the act on Roblox. So the first gold digger caught in the act is actually from Ant. In this video, he claims that a gold digger snuck into his house while glitched through the wall into his house. Actually, even though she wasn't a guest or anything, she actually had a none tag when he shows that. And then she starts to claim that his house is hers, and since his house is a big mansion that he spent a lot of money on in the game, that's probably why she wanted it. Eventually, he convinces her to get into his car, and he actually has to give her guest in his house. So now she is allowed inside of it, just so she could get into the car and he could drive her to her house. So what happens is they find her house, and it's actually a really small one. It is not the starter house that you get when you log into Bloxburg, actually, because I do have access to Bloxburg. I am in it. I have a starter house that I have just begun renovating, and yeah, that's not it. That is not the house. But even after they get to her house and he shows, this is your house isn't my house, she still thinks that the other house is her house. And she continues to say that the name tag over the mailbox is his and not hers. She tries to convince the whole Roblox server that the tag over that mailbox is his, but nobody's believing her, obviously, because who are they gonna believe, the YouTuber or the gold digger? I would believe the YouTuber, to be completely honest. Oh, and I forgot to add that when they were in the car, he said that he was going to pay her so she would get in the car. So she asked how much he was going to pay her, and he actually does end up paying her towards the end of the video about 10K in game, which I think is kind of dumb because I wouldn't have paid her at all. What I would have done is I would have said that I would have paid her just to get her in the car so I could take her back to her house. Then I would have just disallowed her as guest and actually blocked her and then got in my car and I would have driven away. That's what I would have done, but this is not my video. The second digger who got caught in Roblox actually comes from a channel called Linkmon99. He has about 300,000 subscribers. The reason why I didn't say Ant's sub count in the last one was because I covered Ant in a previous video. So basically in this video, Linkmon says that this girl, who is apparently a gold digger, messaged him over Roblox saying how he's so cute, how he should hang out with her just because he has money, and she was probably honestly a fan of his. And he noticed that on her profile, it says that I only talk to rich boys and don't DM me if you're not rich. So that basically confirms that she is a gold digger and that she only really wants to talk to people who have money. She clearly has some money herself because she has Builders Club and her rap is 20,000. I don't know what that means. But yeah, because she has Builders Club, she obviously has some money. She has, some really expensive stuff on her character, as you can see. So yeah. And then, she messages again, and then Linkmon shows us a full message that says, you get so many messages because you're so freaking famous, but I am not like the other people. Yuck. I am super cute and fun, and we totally should hang out. Well, in my opinion, I feel like that is really something that a child would type out, because I get a lot of DMs myself, and it is a lot getting those DMs to where I actually had to turn my DMs off. And usually when I know that it's a kid typing, they type like this. So I think she was a little younger, but there's no proving that she isn't a 40-year-old man either. So then Linkmon continues to go into game, find out what server she is on, and he gets on his quote-unquote poor account, which is just an account with no Roblox or anything on it. Like a noob account, basically. And he goes and he tries to, befriend her, but of course she is very rude to him and very mean, basically telling him to go away, that he's poor, she doesn't want to hang out with him, she only wants to hang out with rich people, etc, etc, etc. You can tell that she's really not a nice person. That continues for a little bit. She convinces everybody on the server to just start being mean to him, so he decides enough is enough. He's gonna go onto his other account, his main account, and go back into the game and start talking to her. Then he reveals that he was the one on the alt account, and she starts to apologize, saying, I want to be your friend, I swear. And it's just a lot of kissing butt, basically. And then he asked her how she got, like the hat, the face, the cat, because he doesn't believe himself that she got those things by herself. He thinks that she scanned some other YouTubers out of money so she could get that, or scanned some other YouTubers out of those items. And she was following a bunch of YouTubers on her Roblox account, so that could very well be a possibility, but there's no telling whether or not she actually bought the items herself or whether she stole them from other people. But that is that one, and that is a bit of a different layout than I have ever seen any other Gold Digger Roblox video is, and it was very refreshing because a lot of them just seem to repeat each other, but I really like the format of this one. The third Gold Digger that got caught on Roblox actually comes from Linkman99 again, just because this was a update video to the situation, and I thought I would just include this one, but as a separate type of category, because this one is completely different from the last situation, and it's honestly could just be its own standalone situation, so that's why I'm including it separately. So this video starts out with saying that this girl actually messaged him again, saying that someone stole her bribe, which was her hat that she had, and then her face, which costs a lot of money on the store. And then she goes in to say that, she apologizes for leaving him in the game before and being mean, and saying that she only left because she had to go to the store or something. It was weird. And then she asked for his help so that she could get her stuff back, which he doesn't really think it is completely her stuff. So he goes ahead and messages her, and then she's all like, ew, it's you, yuck, what do you want? So it's kind of just completely rude as to how she's responding to him messaging her, even though she initially messaged him for help. And then she says that she's completely fine with him. And she's just like, oh yeah. So I think she forgot that she messaged him, that she messaged him maybe a couple days ago, and now he's messaging her, and she's like, ew, yuck, what do you want? And now he's reminding her, and she's like, oh yeah. And then she's just like, someone stole my stuff. So it's kind of just like, okay. You can really just get where this person is coming from, just in how they act and how they speak. And then she goes on to, tell him, the person who stole her stuff's username, and it's pretty much looks like they're a hacker, because she says that she don't know how he got her stuff, but she came online and said that she didn't have it. And then he goes to type up this person's name, and it says that they are a hacker, and they are a Halloween hacker. I don't know what that means. So we're kind of covering gold diggers and hackers in this video today. That's cool. And then on his account, you can see that he does have her stuff. And then they go on to this really, really old Roblox map, apparently. It's a haunted house map that was made by someone. I think it might have been another YouTuber. I'm not 100% sure, but this hacker was in a group with other people, and they both had XX Hacksaw _ different names at the end. So it's kind of like a group. He called it a quote-unquote cult, but I think it's just one of those things, how FaZe is a thing, and people have FaZe Rain, FaZe Apex. It's kind of like a clan. That's what it is. It's a clan. That's the word. Then like I said, both him and that girl, I think her name is Jessica, go into this game, and then they find all three of them just standing there weird awkwardly saying that they've been waiting for him, which that does give me a little bit of vibes that this video might have been a little just like a teensy little bit staged, but I think all of these Roblox videos might be a little staged. And then Jessica just goes off on the people saying like, you're ugly, and then she says some rather rude things. And then the hackers go on to threaten them and saying that, you know, they'll steal all of their stuff, both of them, which I really think these are empty threats, to be completely honest. I don't think that these kids are actually going to do anything. But then the video goes on, and then Link goes on to say that if the hackers give, you know, Link back the stuff, he'll return it to the actual owners, because at this point he thinks he knows who the actual owners are, or he does actually know who the owners are. And then he ends off the video by actually worse saying empty threats, and that they are just mad that they don't like that type of like person, you know, going around taking things like gold diggers. The fourth digger that got caught in Roblox comes from Inquisitor Master. So in this video, there's actually a couple of gold diggers that she does go after, but the main one is this girl who goes off and cheats on her in-game boyfriend for some other rich dude in the server. So she's basically being a gold digger and a cheater. Now, Inquisitor Master, which her name is Alex, actually, she does have admin perms within this game, which I'm not sure which game it is, but she does have admin perms on it. And in this video, she goes around turning gold diggers into this different type of appearance or skin, which is a gold digger skin, which I think is actually pretty funny. So within this situation, she follows this girl and guy around who this girl is, you know, trying to get with, despite her actually having a boyfriend, and she had the word taken over her name, but she actually removed it after he questioned it. And I find the conversation between these two pretty funny, because she keeps saying, oh, you're so cute, like, love you, and he just keeps saying, okay. Like, okay. That's like my response for everything, just like, okay. I found that really, really funny. Alex TP's Logan up to where Kat and Justin are. By the way, Kat is the gold digger, Justin is the other guy that Kat's trying to get with, and Logan is Kat's current boyfriend. So yeah, I had to explain that one really quickly. But Alex TP's Logan up to where they are, and he's just like, what are you doing, Kat? Like, what's going on? And then Kat proceeds to break up with him because he's a noob and she wants to date the rich person. Okay. And then Alex goes ahead and turns Logan into like a rich person. Like, she gives him money and she gives him a whole new outfit to look rich and stuff. So she's trying to help out Logan here. But that doesn't really work because this girl, I feel like at some point within the video, she's torn between Justin and Logan, because now Logan is, you know, because now Logan is all rich and stuff. And he actually says a pretty sweet burn. And, you know, then Logan goes off. He doesn't want anything to do with Kat anymore. And then after that, Kat actually says, oh, he was a noob anyways. And then Alex goes ahead, or Inquisitor Master goes ahead and turns Kat into the gold digger skin, which is just the icing on top of everything. And then Kat goes on to say that she'll have the last laugh because, you know, she was recording all of it, and then, like, you know, somebody else would get in trouble. And then Logan is just over here with all of his money in his bed, just like throwing it everywhere, which I thought that was a really good part. So the rest of the video basically consists of Inquisitor Master going around catching other gold diggers, etc., etc. But I thought I'd just highlight this part of the video because I thought it was so funny. And I actually really enjoyed this one. The fifth digger to be caught on Roblox comes from II Fanatic. Now, I actually covered a similar situation to this with this dude's roommate, which was actually aunt. So now this is happening to him, which his name is Michael, by the way. So what happened in this video is in the beginning, he starts it off with saying he's going to go around and tour his fans' houses, and whoever has the nicest house, he is going to give them a little bit of money and a friend request. But that's actually not what happens in the video. That's just how it starts. What actually happens is he catches this gold digger in the act of saying that his mansion is actually hers. Now, obviously, he's not going to stand for this, so he confronts her right away in the chat. And she is actually wanting to charge people money to take a tour of his own house, which she is claiming is her house. And she goes into his house and changes all of his pictures on his wall, on his paintings, to really girly things, even though the rest of the house isn't even girly. The rest of the house literally looks like a guy designed and built it. It's very, very, very modern. And the pictures don't really go, but I guess that just makes it a little bit more believable that it's actually her house. But he has no idea how she even got permission to do that. And he actually doesn't check throughout this video if this girl actually has perms on his plot. So Michael go ahead and confronts her saying, hey, you know, this isn't your house, this is my house, like, who are you? And she just keeps saying, this is my house, blah, blah, blah. And she continues to say, guys gotta pay me if you want to get a tour of my house. So come on, pay me up, give me money. And he keeps saying, oh, no, don't do that. Why are you charging people for a tour of something that isn't even yours? And then they go into his bedroom. More paintings have been changed. And he says, I'll give you $100K if you admit that this isn't your house. Now, he doesn't actually in the video give her this $100K, which I think is pretty smart. But the rest of the video basically goes by, you know, everybody in the chat just basically ganging up on this girl, telling her to stop being a gold digger, to, you know, stop what she's doing. And someone actually does pay her $100K twice. I think this guy, Delta, in the game actually did pay her twice. And then later on, she, you know, says that, oh, he didn't actually give me the money, which he probably actually did because Michael also received $100K from Delta. And she basically just leaves being like, fine, I'll leave, haters. And then she just leaves. She goes, she logs off, and Michael is left to deal with his house and changing all the paintings back. So, yeah. The sixth digger caught on Bloxburg is from Jeremy. He is also someone that I covered in a video last week. So, in this video, Jeremy logs on to see that his house in Bloxburg is glitched, or that stuff is being deleted from his house every time he tries to log in. Now, his house is rather big, and Lord, why is it that big? There's just a lot to his house, so I understand why the game glitches on it a little bit. But right when he's able to log in, he comes to a bunch of people outside of his house, one girl in specific asking for $500K. Now, I say that's, don't do that. That is just, why would you just go to a random YouTuber's house just ask for money? And basically, $500K is a little bit less than half of Jeremy's full account on Bloxburg. So he ends up following this girl to her house because she wants help building it. And also she just repeatedly asks for money, keep asking for money for nothing in return. So meaning that like, she just wants him to give money and she's just not going to give him anything else for the money. And then, you know, he gets to her house and she gives him perms and then like a budget of like $50K, which isn't a lot of money, and she has one of the default houses, which it totally isn't a bad thing to have one of the default houses. It's just when you have a custom-made house that you built yourself, it just means that, you know, you have money within the game. So in the video, Jeremy's just kind of like, oh, she has a default house, she probably doesn't have a lot of money. Even though the house that she does have costs $50K, and I would consider that a lot of money, that's just me though. So he goes to her house and does troll her a little bit since she did give him access. So he starts making the whole house just pink everywhere. And she was asking for legit money. So it's kind of just like she asked her for money. He keeps trolling her house and she repeatedly kicks him off the house multiple times, even though she keeps repeatedly asking him for his help right after. Then she starts to be really rude to a bunch of Jeremy's fans that he's, walking around him and everything. And she just is rude to Jeremy, she's rude to his fans, she's rude to other people in the server. So towards the end of the video, he decides that he's just going to delete her house. So he goes ahead and just deletes her house, like all of it. He just tries to delete as much as he can before he gets kicked off. And he's successful. He deletes the majority of the house, but then he does give her 100K in return for deleting her house. So I kind of guess it makes it okay that he deleted her house, but kind of not really. Even though she was being, mean and rude to everybody within the server, I still don't think that he should have deleted her house. That's just my opinion. The 7th and final gold digger caught in Roblox is from Jeremy again. Now, with this gold digger, I have to be a little bit careful how I word things, because Jeremy in this video does include quite a bit of drama, or tea as he would like to call it, about another creator in the Roblox community. Now, I'm not getting into all that. I'm just getting into the gold digger portion of this video, okay? Jeremy did find a bunch of people crowding around a person in like the town park or hub it seemed to be in this game in Roblox. And it turns out that it was actually a fake person pretending to be another Roblox creator that Jeremy just doesn't like necessarily. And this person was asking Jeremy for money a little bit, and he was kind of, trolling a little bit before turning things pink, and he decided to, get this gold digger or this fake other creator and decided to, have them buy a house and then just turn the whole house pink. Just turn everything pink. Now, after he goes and turns this girl's whole house pink, he decides to, troll her a little bit more. He turns her pink, which actually ends up killing her because it is a sword that turns things pink. Why is it a sword? I have no idea. Then, they're out of the pink house. They're doing other things. And Jeremy holds up a bag of money. And then he was going to give it to the gold digger, but then she says something completely rude and he throws it away, and she's not getting the boat, and she is definitely not getting the bag of money anymore. So then she proceeds to report him on Roblox for not giving her the bag of money, which, to be completely honest, is rude, because just because you didn't get a bag of money doesn't mean that you report people. He wasn't really being that mean to you. He was kind of just trolling you a little bit. If you really can't take a joke, I really don't know what you're doing on a server that Jeremy is admin on. But then he proceeds to go and, ban the gold digger for reporting him. She was already being completely rude to other people in the server. She was probably breaking some sort of rules that they have set up there against gold digging. So yeah, that was the 7 gold diggers that got caught on Roblox. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. That way you are entered into the monthly shoutout giveaway, where we give away 1 shoutout at the end of each month. Also, make sure to like and comment down below what your thoughts are on these Roblox creators and what your thoughts are on these gold diggers in this video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!